The work we do within the union, right, it's not just about like we support the Labour Party. RMT, we're not affiliated to the Labour Party, even though we actually established the Labour Party. It was our motion to that actually set up the Labour Party. But when we wanted to support socialists, they kicked us out of the party.
Sounds familiar.
Right, so you know what I mean. So, but we've still got a long history. We still work with the Labour Party. I think it's quite important to, you know, having that parliamentary element. We've got a parliamentary group that puts forward things that we're fighting for on transport. But again, going back to where I've started, really getting everyone aware of what outsourcing is, how exploitative it is, and what we can really do to fight back. I think that's so key. What you see with that is you see companies using tactics to drive down wages, reduce workers' protections, and increase profits at the expense of the people that keep the business running. And this problem has become more commonplace with this economy. The fact that the majority of outsourced workers are forced into precarious employment and tend to consist of a predominant migrant and ethnic workforce where English is not their primary language. And to me, that really demonstrates where the real motivation is to have these companies really exploiting the workers. But thankfully, RMT Union has really taken a strong stance against these exploitative practices. We oppose 0-hour contracts, and again, they've got another one called 336-hour contracts where workers are guaranteed one shift a week. It's the same thing, just repackaged under a different label. As a union, I am speaking on behalf of my unionists, but also in a personal capacity as well. And one of the things is that we made it very clear throughout this election is that we will not give the Labour Party a blank cheque. They do need to be held accountable.
Yeah.
We need to make sure that workers aren't sacrificed for political gain. Yeah. And we've already seen, what was it, the Labour New Deal, they've already watered down firing higher and all the things that they've promised so far. But there are still good things within that Labour New Deal that we still need to really be fighting for. I think the danger for us as a union is what's really come out of this election, and it was really the anti-immigration rhetoric that was so painful to see it coming from all of the political class, and the media really jumping on it as well and really trying to ramp up that division within society. You know, if anything, we do really need to look at what's happened over in France, and I think this is a key take from what we need to do politically and as activists and as community leaders. We really do need to see what happened in France and see how we can utilise what they've done over in France to really try to fight back against what we can imagine is going to be difficult times ahead. You know, I try not to be cynical, right? I really do, but at the same time, I do it. You know, coming from an era where you used to have the National Front roaming the streets, skinheads coming out of everywhere, and the police were just rampant with the way that they were just attacking workers, attacking the miners. You know, it was you'll see it on national news. Coming from that kind of history, and to see us going down that road, right? We really have to be the resistance for that. And the way I look at it is, what they done in France was they organised, so they organised the left, they got together and they were able to use their organisation to really vote out the far right that time. And I think it's something that we really need to consider. We need to get away from these political factions, really unite together and really try to stop the rise of reform. Reform are a fascist party. I don't care what anyone say. People will give them title alt-right, or just say, oh no, they're just a little right-wing. But no, the reality is it's where they're going to. They're a party funded by millionaires, right? Just to sow that division and take everything, take all the blame away from the political class that are making the decisions that affect everyone's life. So again, I think we do need to get organised. We do need to, we can't be doing this independent standing here, there and everywhere, because at the end of the day, we need to be united a lot more than what we're seeing at this moment. I mean, you know, again, yeah, we have to applaud the fact that there's Tories aren't in power. There's a lot of things that we wouldn't have been able to win with the Tories in power. You know, they were hell bent on this Rwanda deportation, you know, and just, you know, what was it? There were so many things that they were proposing. National service and you know, to be quite honest, right, I can't see how they weren't determined to actually lose that election. So yeah, I just think that for all of us to stand involved, we have to use every element of what we've got. You know what I mean? We do really need to stand up as a political class with the trade unions, community groups, and really get together and really really fight against where we're heading if we're not vigilant, if our eyes aren't open to where we could be going if we don't do nothing to stop it.